What Abraham does is this. He gets everything ready for the sacrifice. I love what we see here. The one thing that goes with Isaac is this, that here, as he gets ready to do this, we see here he split the wood for the burnt offering. He takes the tree. Isaac goes with the wood, like Jesus went with the cross. And so he now comes into this place of sacrificing. And then along with the tree and Isaac being sacrificed, you have two of his young men, witnesses, but at the same time, Jesus had what? Two men on either side of him. So you begin to see the scene. Now, understand, there's one other thing that you should be aware of as far as types, that it makes a statement that in verse 4, on the third day, Abraham lifted his eyes and he saw the place. Now, keep in mind that scripture and scholars make a declaration that when God first said, sacrifice your son, your only son, offer him as a burnt offering, to Abraham, he's already given over to God. And then 3 days later, what we're going to see is this. He's alive again. So I love that heart of this passage. So when he commits him to be sacrificed, there he is. But then it says this, verse 5, and Abraham said to his young men, stay here with the donkey. The lad and I will go yonder and worship. If I was Isaac, I'd question my father's idea of what worship is. See, we think worship is singing a song, doing something for the Lord. But here he says, the lad and I will go yonder to worship. Now, don't turn back to where we are, but I want to read to you from Romans chapter 12 so that you recognize there's another aspect. He says in verse 1, stay here in Genesis 20. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your reasonable. And it says service, but the term can also be worship. Give yourself to God, which is your reasonable worship. And we see that kind of implied here as Abraham says, the lad and I will go yonder to worship. And then he says this, and we will come back to you. So either one of two things. Either he's going to be dragging a charred corpse behind him, or he's going to recognize God. He's going to be a sacrifice, but he's going to be alive at the end of it. You're going to have to do something because you said that you are going to do this through Isaac. You've made that promise now. You've made it clear that it's through Isaac that the seed shall be called. Through Isaac the promises will be. So I have given to you. You have to bring him back.